Hello, everyone. So, the Minister of Works in this legitimate government confirms Tinubu's Lebanese ally, Chagri, got Lagos Calabar road contract without competitive bidding, says project to tentatively cost over 15 trillion naira. Such a project was given to someone without any bidding, so without competitive bidding. Normally in such a project, what you do is that you call for a bidding, and then of course the best of the birds, they will bring forth what they're going to do, and you try to get who is giving you the best price. But of course you have to look at the ability to do the work. It's not just that someone says, oh, he's going to give you a lesser price. You have to check their track record, ability to do the work, and the kind of work that they have been doing. And then this particular Tinubu's ally, remember during that Dubai visit, he was part of those that was on that list. And I think he said something about a political, I can't remember, there was a particular term they used to describe his own position, being there, something like a friend, like an ally, or something of that nature. And people were really spoke about against that, and were like, on what basis is that person now on an official trip, to Dubai? And then of course there have been a lot of issues on the role that this particular person had played in successive governments before, and all of that. I'm not going to go into that today, but to focus on the fact that this kind of contract, about $15 billion worth of contract, was just given out to someone just like that, someone's friend, just because they are friend. When we talk of corruption, these are the things that are really, this is what corruption really is. You have access to something just because you have access to it, and then you get to just be given something, and others, they don't get it. And also to ask, what is really the cost? Is that really the cost? This particular amount that is paid, is that the most judicious use of money? The things that we have in Nigeria a lot is that most of the things that are done, if you really were to get someone who was to judiciously use it, without it the project becoming a conduit pipe, would be that you probably would get 2, 3, or even 4 of those projects out of that part, instead of one that you end up getting. But in Nigeria, even the one, you end up not getting it, because so many things, just go all over the place. So, and then David Umahi himself was actually on TV, just saying this thing audaciously, with such audacity, without actually, being afraid of what the people can do, or the country. There's no rule of law. They just do anything they want to do, anyhow they want to do it, and that's it. I mean, you all can go to blazes for all they care. These people are having a ball, and that's why I'm always so very annoyed when I now see Nigerians coming to have sense of entitlement, sense of opinion on other people's money. Oh, you must give me this, I've asked you for this, you must say. Meanwhile, your monies are being wasted, your monies are being used anyhow. You're sitting down, you're quiet, you're not following it to ensure that you get your money. But it's on citizens, private citizens, that you carry your shoulder and have a sense of entitlement on their monies. The Minister of Works, David Umahi, has said that the Lagos Calabar Coastal Road project will cost a tentative sum of 15.356 trillion, and that the project will be completed in 8 years. The Minister of Works, David Umahi, okay, I just read that. The minister said this when he was featured on Channels TV, Channels Television's morning brief program on Thursday. Umahi also said that the contractor handling the project, Gilbert Chagri's High-Tech Construction Company Limited, did not do any competitive bidding for the project. Rather, the contract was awarded to the company based on its track record, not on sentiments as being insinuated in some quarters. And if you're talking about track record in terms of Nigeria, when you're talking about construction in Nigeria, one of the companies that when it comes to it's what do you call this company? Julius Berger. So all of those ones, all of these things, no, nobody called them. They didn't. There was no competitive bidding. They weren't asked to put forward their own, what is it that they can do with this thing, how they can do it. It's just want someone because he's Tinubu's friend somehow, somewhere, and that's it. When asked for clarification on the cost of the project, how it was approved in line with the Public Procurement Act and if due process was followed, Umahi said, I don't understand what you mean by due process. Yes, due process was followed. People are concerned about whether it was appropriated for, and I say yes. Being appropriated for, that's not just the due process. There are a lot of things in terms of procurement. There are a lot of other things that needs to be followed. It's not whether it was appropriated for or not in the budget. No, but did you follow the right way in terms of this kind of contract? Where how many people were informed? People were, was there public this thing uh information for people to know about this thing? Was there this bidding, competitive bidding, in fact that people who are in that construction industry who do this kind of work had the a level playing ground for them to also come in and put this forward? These are some of the questions, that are being asked when they talk about due process. But he is just talking about, oh, the money. Of course, you are prepared the money now. Those kind of monies are happening. Did they not put 160 something, 100, almost 200 million per borehole and per street light? Yes, now. Are they not appropriated for? Yes, they are now. But that doesn't mean that the due process was followed. That doesn't mean that the right thing was done. That doesn't mean that the public funds are going to be used judiciously. We just have, bunch of people who just use public funds anyhow, waste it, pauperize the people, and the people just sit down there, and the only people that they have a sense of entitlement towards are actually their fellow citizens. So he continued saying, the 2024 appropriation, you will find Lagos Calabar Coastal Road and it is appropriated for. In appropriation and procurement, what is in the appropriation may not necessarily be what is in the procurement, but the most important thing is that it is appropriated for and it follows due process. But that's the due process they're asking you that you're not telling them. He said the due process is that we did our in-house evaluation of what we submitted. Some people say that this project is PPP, public-private partnership. It's not PPP. It's EPC plus F, which is engineering, procurement, construction plus finance. In EPC plus F, there is a commitment in terms of funds from federal government depending on the negotiation. On the bidding process of the project, as the contractor handling the project, Shagri has a personal relationship with Bola Tinubu. The minister said, I'm an engineer, I work by reality and not by sentiment. That personal relationship is what is called corruption. Because of the personal relationship with him, he gets to be given this contract. Not because he bidded for it, not because he won it fairly, not because he was the best amongst the people that bidded for it, just because he is a personal friend to Tinubu, who has rigged his way into office and now doing all sorts of things. That in itself is what corruption is all about. In the Procurement Act, which is a law, you are allowed as a ministry to invite contractors that have special skills in a particular kind of work and negotiate with them and give out the job to them. We did that on the Third Mainland Bridge project. When it comes to the coastal road, we looked at the problem of ocean surge and the pedigree of the companies that have the capacity and track record of doing that. We look at the Eco Atlantic in Lagos and remembered how High-Tech was the only company that was able to solve the problem of flood that was taking Victoria Island. They, High-Tech, have the pedigree and track record of their ability to contain the ocean surge problems. They also have the proven track record of reinforced concrete road pavement. That's Umahi saying all of this. On the cost of the project, Umahi, who earlier said that the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar did not understand figures, noted if you use $1 to 1,200, his argument comes out to about 19 billion per kilometer. A standard carriage is 11.5 meters. I even have headache reading out these figures and this. This is just bloody day right, middle finger in your faces corruption. As in, there's nothing you guys are going to do. We are here to use this money the way we want to do it and anyhow we want to. So that's what they're saying. And for Nigerians that sit down and are entitled on people's personal money rather than their monies being wasted by these charlatans in office, good luck.